Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to the Pilot Ryan and Captain Mike RC YouTube channel. We're here with the Freewing F4, fantastic flying airplane, but we want just a little bit more flight time, and let's see what's up with the upgrades at rcjetworks.com. The JP 6-cell power system, 90mm 12-bladed fan fit in here really nice with just a little bit of work. I'm going to show you what it takes to get it done, and while we had it out, it's a good time to go ahead and run the wires and everything for trying out the brakes as well. So look at that. JP Hobby brakes as well. All this stuff's available at rcjetworks.com. The fan is really nice. It's balanced when you get it. It comes with the bullets you need to put onto your ESC. It'll work with your Freewing ESC, and you won't even have to mess with the timing, but you will have to put bullets on. No big deal. And yeah, man, we're gonna be trying this out. So brakes and new EDF, new packs. We're really excited to get this out and show you what it can do. I've been in love with more flight time out of my EDFs lately, so this should do it. So stay tuned, watch the video. You'll see exactly what I did to get it installed, and then we'll wrap this thing up. Thanks a lot. Yeah, this thing's awesome. So first thing I'm going to do is get the wings off and get these wires out of my way, because I know I'm going to have to sand this down and cut a little bit. First thing we want to do though is see where it sits. Got a couple options where you can put a new lip in and move it forward, or you have to go with the original lip and carve back here. So we'll see what we got to do. Personally, I kind of think I really like the idea of doing a new lip instead of cutting back in here. But for now, we can kind of get a good idea of what we have to accomplish. Get this nice and square, and I'm going to go ahead and make an impression, because I think this is going to be the down and dirty. The best way to go is to just make a new intake lip right here. That way we can keep the back end intact and we're not carving into here. I want the air clean when it comes out. So we're going to cut these out. Not a bad idea to mark them either. That did pretty good. And this will make carving this out actually pretty easy. There we go. Right. Now, this is the tricky part, and this part actually kind of sucks, but it's absolutely necessary, and I don't think it's going to be that bad in here. I did this the other day to the Freewing F22. It was the first time I'd ever done anything like this, and it seemed like it was some doing. It was with an FMS fan, which is actually even bigger than this one. So this one should be easy, and I did realize that the FMS can was longer than the Freewing one, and I cut back into here, and I really kind of wish I just moved the whole thing up and left this intact, because this is nice and clean, and it's bifurcated. You don't want to get into that too much. So if we're going to move the lip up here, this will be sweet. It actually should catch up pretty nicely with this front edge there. So we're only going to have to like slice it just a little bit here, and then of course on the cover here, which I've already ground on a little bit. So this ring will be about there on this one. All right, let's get started. Now this is where it gets pretty lo-fi. So what I do here is fairly ridiculous, and this is where the mess starts to happen. But I have a roll of tape. If you have an extra EDF shroud, that's not a bad idea. You'll have to cut the tabs off of it, but I have a roll of tape, and I built it up with some real thick mill clear stuff to get it how I want. And then I wrap this sandpaper around it, super coarse, from doing hardwood floors. And I'm okay that it's doubled up because I'm gonna need it big. And I work both directions, this way, and then I'll turn it and I'll work the other way as well. Let's make our mark even better to see, because we don't need to go past this. This is the lip. That's where we're putting the new lip, right there. So I don't need to sand past that. And you'll sand all the way back to this wall, but not into it, because we decided to move the lip up here, which I think is easier and cleaner. It's going to take a handful of times to get this right too. So, you know, go for it. You know, don't be afraid to camp out for a while in here, because you're going to need to. If you want to see what you're taking off, you should want to see these lines disappear. You know, if you're not budging any of these lines down here, then you're not deep enough yet. So the first lines you'll see go are these up here. But really, they should all disappear, except maybe where the lip is. So I'm going to turn it and go the other way now, just for symmetry. The other way's harder to do here on camera. So we're going to do ourselves a little favor also and give just a little bit of a slice where we know this intake lip is going to be. What's even better really is, I just don't have one down here, a hacksaw blade to cut a little curve out. And what's cool about these two is you don't have to have this big dog on here while you're getting sized up. You can see they've balanced it already for you. Nice outrunner. This is the same way. It's reverse threaded though, which is kind of wild. So you got to, you know, tighten it basically to get it out of your way. That's what you get. Balanced. Hot looking. And the fan ought to fit pretty good in the cut I made. So this is nice thin metal. It's not big and thick like the stock ones that come out of it. And you're really not going to know if you've got it right until you put your wood blocks back in. So we're going to do that. Shave them down a little bit with some sandpaper, or you can cut back into the foam a little and embed them in. So I'm just going to cut this a little bit deeper. Can you see what's happening there? Not much. Some of you guys have already done mods like this a million times. I have not. It's like my second time putting a different EDF other than stock in a plane. But I'm stuck on these upgrades right now, and I'm having such a fun time with them, getting extra flight time, that it's worth the trouble. And I want to show you guys how easy it is to do. This is the right one, and I have no problem now getting it back. That's great. The foam is really easy to work with as long as you're not scared to get your hands dirty. Now I marked these, the plane was the other way. So we're upside down with the wood now, and these are backing out of the way. Those are pretty good little cuts. So let's see what we get. Unobstructed, wires up. Man, that looks pretty good. What's nice too about the metal shroud is when I tighten it down, if I'm not perfect, I don't have to worry too much about getting the thing out of round, which is really nice. That looks awesome, guys, to be honest with you. So what I want to do now is I'm going to do one more round in there anyway, and then we're going to get our lid to fit, make sure it's good to go too. Which it's a lot easier to hone it out because obviously it's out here. And again, the ring goes somewhere else. So we'll have to mark that. No big deal. But I am going to put the wires in this time because I do want to That's awesome. There's no play side to side, so that means my mounting tabs are exactly right where they should be. That's so fun. Yes. We'll see what we get here. And I'm pressing it down on there pretty good because I want to see the transfer. Good, I got it right here. And I can tell I definitely got some spinning to do in here. And this one's different. You can set this one down on the table and get it done. So you know, also too, we might have to trim a little bit here just because the tabs are so tall now because of this unit's design quality. And I'm good with that. Yes. Putting a little on the back side as well. We're going to set this baby back in here and shut the lid. And we're going to go ahead and set this on here just to hold it in right where we like it. Yeah, look at that. That's exquisite. I'm just gonna let that glue dry like that. And it was the best call to move the lip forward so I wasn't cutting back into the bifurcated ducts back here. So yeah, when you do this, you are going to have to deal with those wood blocks that are in there, because when you shave down the opening, make it bigger, they'll be in your way. I just say cut them out, get them out right away, and then do what you got to do. And then just move them back, so you don't have to re-tap holes. You cut the foam, slide them back a little bit, and you don't have to worry about it too much. And here's this. You can see I've done all my work already. Move the lip up 1/4 inch or so. Just make your marks and transfer, and then ground that out. Oh, yes. Nice. Fits pretty good. Nice. Beautiful, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. This was a fun install. I can't wait to try this stuff out. We got the JP6S 90mm power system from RC Jetworks in here. He's also got 8S stuff and everything you need to get it done. Turbine jets and batteries all the way down to 2-cell stuff. So whether you're flying like racing quads, 3S, civilian or warbird planes, check it out. He's one of our great friends. He's got a lot of stuff and adapters too to do what you need. So with that, this is your pilot Ryan. We can't wait to get this baby out and show you what it can do. But the install was pretty slick, and there's a lot more stuff like that we're going to show you, especially while we're snowed in right now, kind of. So thanks a lot. Check out the links in the description. Help support us, and we appreciate you, and we're having fun, aren't we? See you next time.